Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to all my replay viewers. Welcome to everyone that's coming on. I know I'm coming on early today, but there's a reason for that. Let me turn my camera around. I have a special guest with me today. This is my son Braden, and I'm just going to go ahead and warn you that we're going to be talking about an emotional story that may cause him to get a little bit sad. But I did want to kind of tell you about this because, hey, thanks so much for coming on. I wanted to tell you about this because it was such a difficult experience, and summer's going to come, or maybe you're going to take your kids somewhere this summer, and this might happen to you too. This was kind of scary for us. So last summer, we met some friends in Gatlinburg, and we love going to Gatlinburg with them. It was a lot of fun, and we got passes to go to Dollywood and their water park, and we could do that for 3 days. So we did, Dollywood one of the days, or 2 of the days, and the water park one of the days. Now, my friends have 3 boys, and I have 3 boys. So between the 2 families, we had 6 boys to keep up with. And this is the youngest of them all. Oh, yeah, I love Gatlinburg, too. It's so much fun, and I've been a couple of times. So this is my youngest, and see how his name is Braden. He's showing you how old he is. And he turned 4 this summer in June. So we went to the water park, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks after his birthday. So he had just turned 4. And my friends always bought these very bright colored shirts for them, thankfully, so that we could kind of pick them out in the crowd. They all would wear the same color shirts every time we go out to Dollywood or the water park, so that we could count them and find them. And even some of the days, we tried to wear really bright clothes so they could find us. So we took them all to the water park, and for some reason, my husband, Austin, he went to go put something in a locker. We were getting ready to get in the water. He did not want his phone in the water. We don't have waterproof cases. So he's like, all right, I'm going to go find the lockers. I'll be right back. So he goes to find the lockers. And I look around and I realize that Braden's not with us. And I think, okay, well, where is Braden? I thought, well, he must have gone with Austin. But I didn't have my phone because he took my phone with him. So I couldn't text him and be like, do you have Braden? When Austin got back, I was like, where's Braden? And he said, oh, no, I don't have Braden. I thought he was with you. And so immediately we realized, okay, Braden's missing. Now, Braden is a very good boy, and he does not normally wander off, and so I was very scared because he doesn't usually go off on his own. He stays with the group. So I couldn't figure out what happened. It was very scary. So our friends, we had another family with us. My friend stayed with the boys, one of my friends, and the other friend and my husband decided to come out and start circling the water park. So the good thing about water parks, the one at Dollywood, is that they have these gates, and they don't let kids out without parents. You have a number that is assigned to you. So there is some safety in that, but we needed to find him. And so my husband and my friend, they went circling around the water park. They were running as quick as they could, and because there's no way on the planet that I was going to be able to run around the water park, I went straight to somebody who had a radio, and I said to them, okay, you need to call and find out if you can find my son, because he's missing. Now, these were a bunch of teenagers. I'm talking 15, 16 years old. They obviously didn't understand the weight of the issue. I think they handled it calmly because they were never parents and had no clue the amount of freaking out that was going on inside of me. So I tried to keep it cool, too. And probably they would have freaked out a little more if I was the kind of person that was like that. But they got somebody to get a walkie-talkie, and probably about 20 minutes later, 15, 20 minutes, they found Braden. He had made it all the way up to the front gate. And we had told all the kids before they went in the water park, if they ever got lost from us, it was very long, because it not only was that the amount of time we were searching for him, he had been gone for at least 15, 20 minutes already. So, he was not with us for 30 to 45 minutes. It's really kind of hard to know the time because he went to follow my husband. Because when we found him, we were like, Braden, where did you go? What happened? And he said, I was trying to follow Dad. And his dad didn't know that. So he's a little bitty kid, and my husband's 6 foot tall, and he just was running, to go put this stuff away. And Braden couldn't keep up. So he was such a great boy. He did find someone to help him, and he was able to get back to us. It was really awesome. He seemed really calm about it too until he saw us, and then he cried. Don't hang on this, baby, because you're pulling it. So anyway, I wanted to come on a little bit early today because I wanted to have Braden with me and to just kind of talk about that and share that story because, man, things happen in our lives, right? Things that are very scary. And my husband and I, man, we were just every scenario going through our minds of what would life be like if we didn't get him back? What if someone takes him? What if we don't get to have him again? I mean, that was very scary. And we were really in that split second having to, oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that somebody rescued your son out. That's very scary. Yeah, I mean, it's a water park, for goodness sake. What if he had gotten in the water on his own? Now, fortunately for us, Braden is a very obedient kid, and he doesn't tend to go just do his own thing. So we were really hoping he wasn't in the water, and we were very thankful for the number of lifeguards there. I'd say it was a pretty safe park. They do have a lot of precautions in place for kids to help kids keep people from drowning. I mean, but you just never know. I mean, you don't know who's going to pick them up and take them. So we were really blessed that we found him and that he was fine and that he had just made his way to the front gate because we told him, I'm 4. In case you guys forget, I'm 4. So we were really thankful that that occurred. And I'm going to tell you, if you get into a position like this and your child, where do you go to find help? Where did you go to find help? Do you remember?
Well, there is a lot of lifeguards.
There was a lot of lifeguards. You found somebody, huh? You did. You found somebody who worked there?
No, the lifeguard found me.
The lifeguard found you? He started walking up to the front gate, and I think someone probably found him because he couldn't find his way back to us. I think the water park was maybe like a big circle. I'm not even positive because I got lost there. I'm not joking. I got lost walking around because I'm not very good with directions. But a lifeguard found him, I guess, and we radioed and found him that way. So if you ever get into that kind of position, my biggest advice to you is to do everything you can to stay calm. Because the moment you start freaking out is the moment you're not going to be able to help your family or your kid or whatever the situation is. However, one other little piece of advice is that when a situation is very serious and you're not freaking out, a lot of times people don't know that they should be in haste about something. So there's got to be that balance. You can't freak out, but you do have to let people know that the situation is serious and that something needs to be taken care of quickly. And I'm not very good at that part of things. I am so calm and collected in situations like that people don't even really know anything's wrong, which is why I said the teenagers did not move nearly quickly enough for me, and I probably didn't even, I didn't even have the ability to say to them, you must move faster. You guys have got to go find a walkie right now, because he just turned 4. So that's kind of my advice if you get into that kind of situation. Just educate your kids. It's really important that you educate your children about what to do if they get separated from you, and these are conversations you should be having even when they're very young. And like I said, Braden he had just turned 4, and we had told him what to do, and you'd be really surprised at how much your kids can remember even at a very young age. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. And if I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, my name is Keely, and I'm the owner of LoveHopeAdventure.com. And I talk about the marriage relationship, intimacy in marriage, and I also do some lifestyle posts because I think everything that we do in our life ultimately affects our marriage. Everything down from the way we clean our houses to the way we cook our food, raise our kids, all of those things go into our relationship with our spouse. So thank you so much for joining me today. I typically come on during the weekdays around 1 to 1:30, and I try to get on before Stacy makes Stacy from Humorous Homemaking. And I know this morning, if you run in my circle, it's been back-to-back periscopes, okay? Because Crystal from Money Saving Mom came on, and then Mackenzie from Bold Turquoise came on, and now here I am. And so yes, if you run in my circles with all my scopers, it's just been wall-to-wall scopes this morning, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to get on while he was not sleeping, which is when I normally do it. I hope to see you guys tomorrow afternoon, and y'all have a great day.